I'm telling you right now, that back there is not real.
Wow, do we got some stuff to talk about today. Before we get into today's video, I just want to let you guys know that this video is for educational purposes only. Please remember to be kind to everybody everywhere, in your everyday life, in your home, in the grocery store, and especially in the comment section down below. Please do not show hate to anybody, anywhere. So good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody doing today? I hope you all are having an amazing day. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I hope everybody's week is getting started off on the right foot. You guys, I know y'all have seen all these rumors and chatter online that Jim Carrey is not Jim Carrey. Y'all, we got to talk about it because I got some stuff to show y'all. I can't wait to see what y'all really think. Before we get into it though, I did want to let you guys know, if you don't already know, hi, my name is Christina. I do have a second channel, which is Casually Christina. We just do things more casually over there. I also have a Patreon. My Patreon's for 18 and up, and over there we talk about more personal stuff. We go live over there. There's a $2 tier for all the true crime stuff that cannot go onto YouTube due to their terms and policies. That goes over on my Patreon under the $2 tier. Just make sure you read the full about section of what each tier offers before you join. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Like to Know It. And Like to Know It is a platform where you can find links to a lot of things that y'all ask about and that I use, that I love. Anything from skincare, makeup, clothing items, summer stuff, workout gear, all kind of stuff that y'all ask about or that I want to link over there. I do. And all of his platforms are linked down in the description box if you would like to come and check me out. Okay, y'all, we got to talk about Jim Carrey. We have seen so many situations like this and people like this at this point that we really do need to work some things out in our brain. When I saw Jim Carrey's new look, it really did catch me off guard, because somebody that has always enjoyed like Jim Carrey's movies,
Alrighty then. I have exorcised the demons.
I'm gonna hang by the bar. Put out the vibe.
I like it a lot. Spoken.
and watching his interviews, one thing that has been pretty obvious to me, in my personal opinion, is that Jim Carrey is not a very vain person when it comes to his looks. I mean, let's just think about all the crazy facial expressions that he makes. And definitely not a person that's like gonna get Botox and lose his facial expressions. So then whenever I saw his new look, and the way that he's looking and the way that he is carrying himself and speaking, it really, again, threw me off guard here. Jim Carrey doesn't strike me as the type that is going to get a facelift, maybe go and get some filler, or get a nice massage. He's never gave that energy. But what is more interesting was his mannerisms and the way that he was talking and the way that he was carrying himself. It just seems so different. The rumors about celebrities being cloned have been floating around for a very long time now. People like, and y'all always tell me this, Britney Spears, okay? It definitely did not help y'all, the whole theory about Britney Spears being cloned. We're not even gonna talk about how she looks and how she acts now just yet. We're gonna get there. But the fact that back in 2001, a radio station announced that Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake had been in a car accident and that Britney had passed away. And then different news articles started putting out their stories saying, never mind, she wasn't, it was a hoax, it was this, it was that. And just that part right there reminds me of what happened with Anne Heche. Remember that, you guys? I did this video right here where she got into the accident. We saw her car speeding, and then the news was reporting that she passed away. She died on impact and she was gone. But then we saw the video. If y'all want to see the actual video, go and watch this YouTube video right here where she was being wheeled out in a stretcher and she sits up in it and like she was not gone. So all these incidents and stuff like this that happens. But then in 2016, Sony had these tweets go out on their Twitter that said RIP Britney. And this was back in 2016, but then Sony put out like this statement saying that they were hacked and but it was just very, very weird. And then you bring it to the fact that people are really talking about the situation with Britney right now because her name was mentioned in an email from Jeffrey to a guy named Mark. And there was also this email, and I'll pop it up right here, that was in his files that literally talks about cloning. And then again, like I was saying earlier, I don't think that there's anybody that can deny that there is something strikingly different about Britney Spears this year, 2026, the Britney Spears we seeing now, than the one that we seen back then. And what I'm talking about, y'all know dang good and well, has nothing to do with age, the way, you know, it's the way she acts, the things that she does. It's like something, I'm trying to be, you know, respectable here, but it's like the lights are on, but nobody's home, if you know what I mean. What is really going on with Britney?
It's really weird. And anyways.
And you had to be living completely under a rock to not see all the comparison photos and videos of Biden. Oh my gosh, so many photos where people thought that he was wearing a mask, or he looked taller in some instances or shorter in other instances, or like he just completely had a different face. But is human cloning actually even possible? Well, way back in 1997, President at the time, Bill Clinton, he definitely believed so because he made this speech right here.
I'm asking for a voluntary moratorium on the cloning of human beings until our Bioethics Advisory Commission and our entire nation have had a real chance to understand and debate the profound ethical implications of the latest advances. As we gain a fuller understanding of this technology, we must proceed not just with caution, but also with a conscience.
And we all know that by the time they actually tell us that they can do something, they've been doing it for far longer than that. Sean Ryan even had a guy on his YouTube channel for an interview that says that you can definitely clone humans for a price.
What exactly is transhumanism?
Transhumanism is like combining, like being able to download someone's brain onto a computer chip. I've always thought Dolly the sheep was cloned in 1997. If you can clone a sheep, you can clone a human being. And actually, people are getting like their French bulldogs cloned for like $60,000. But it's estimated that you can clone a human being for $1.5 million.
And then you guys, I don't know. I know that they're acting like this is some like sort of advanced science. It's weird to me. There's this clip from a place in Scottsdale, Arizona that is considered to be a life extension foundation. Now, Google says that this facility stores over 200 legally patients in liquid nitrogen to preserve their bodies for potential future revival. And sometimes they just keep their heads. So you've got this facility over in Arizona where you got these people that have passed on, but they're keeping their bodies preserved in these tubes, sometimes just this part of them. And this place has been going on or up and running since 1972.
This is Alcor's patient care bay. This is where we have all our patients stored, currently 199 humans, plus almost 100 pets. So they're not really dead, they're just legally dead. They're not biologically dead, obviously, because you can donate all kinds of organs that are still viable and keep other people alive. It just means that something critical has failed that we can't fix today.
So is it possible that Jim Carrey was cloned? Well, obviously anything is possible. I'm not quite there yet though, y'all. I'm trying to hold on to every little shred I've got of like normalcy. I'm just gonna tell y'all straight up. I went down rabbit holes years ago that you had to pull me by my toes. I was so far deep and pull me out of them. And when you start going down these different rabbit holes, these sea theory rabbit holes, anybody that's ever done it, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. You don't hit a wall with your answer. you find more and more stuff that you weren't looking for, and it'll literally make the world around you just start spinning. I mean, I was like, I have to stop looking because, whoa, everything is a lie. But let's just take the easiest route here when talking about Jim Carrey first. Let's take the easiest route in our minds and say that Jim Carrey got a facelift and he got some fillers. Well, listen to what this doctor had to say about the procedures that he would have had to go under in order to make his face go from this to this.
A lot of people are asking me to comment on Jim Carrey's appearance. And you can see this is him in 2006, and apparently this is him now. He appears to have had an endoscopic brow lift, as evidenced by his brows being higher than before and his hairline being back a little bit. I also think he may have had some Botox injected into his forehead and an upper blepharoplasty. You can see how his eyelids are significantly more open than they used to be. He also may have had a mid-face and a lower facelift, lifting both his cheeks and the lower face and jowl region. And it does appear he's had some fat grafting into his cheeks to plump them up as well. His nose also looks quite a bit longer and refined. This could be a sign of a rhinoplasty. So either Jim Carrey has had a considerable amount of facial plastic surgery, or this isn't Jim Carrey, and it is a doppelganger? Or maybe he's playing some type of trick on us? What do you think?
And if things were not already strange enough, there's this makeup artist right here who made this post on Instagram and has made it seem like he is the one that dressed up as Jim Carrey. Now, he never directly said, I was Jim Carrey, I dressed up as Jim Carrey, but he definitely got people talking and posted just enough to make it seem like he was the one that dressed up as Jim Carrey. However, it has come out that he did not dress up as Jim Carrey. And how weird is that? I mean, either he's a marketing genius to get eyes on him and his makeup skills and looks that he's done in the past, or he was pulling a fast one. Now, it is still possible that he was cloned, but I'm personally at this point wondering if something else happened to Jim Carrey. Maybe the same thing that has happened to a lot of celebrities who start speaking out publicly about things that they're not supposed to be speaking out about. Jim Carrey and the woman that he was with at the time, Jenny McCarthy, y'all remember her? She used to be so fun. We would watch her on MTV. She'd be jumping around looking all cute and stuff when we were younger. Anyways, the two of them ended up getting together and they did an interview with Larry King Live and had very strong opinions about
1989 schedule when were only 10 and the MMR was on that list. I don't know what happened in 1990. There was no plague that was killing children that we had to triple the amount of.
What happened after 1989?
And why did they
that warranted 26 more?
Agreed.
Are all of them absolutely necessary?
Because they want to make money.
Of course.
I don't think we can afford to assume that the people who are charged with our public health any longer have our best interests at heart all the time. Parents have to make their own decisions, educated decisions. They have to look at the information.
He also spoke about the pharmaceutical industry. And mind y'all see how old this video is? This was a while ago that they were having these conversations. And he spoke about the pharmaceutical industry and basically, and I'm putting this in my own words, how they were just vultures for money.
Why would a doctor not want to know more about something that could save a life or prevent a disease? I don't understand.
The AAP is financed by the drug companies. Medical schools are financed by the drug companies. This is a huge business. Are the largest growing division of the pharmaceutical industry. $13 billion.
They control
profit.
medical schools. I mean, these doctors are not learning about prevention or vitamins or diet.
What we're asking is for them to take a loss for the good of our children. That's a tough sell in a boardroom.
But you guys, it did not stop there. He eventually went on Jimmy Kimmel, and this is where he talked about how actors and people in Hollywood are basically hired by the government to distract us.
Is that a sign? Have you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is. You don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
You don't know. Jimmy Fallon doesn't know. David Letterman doesn't know.
We don't know.
All the comics and show business don't know what this is. Right? Yeah.
What is it?
Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. people are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it, and it is the all-mocking tongue. And I'm sick of it. I want everybody to be in on the joke, man. You know what I mean? For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on. You know, when they get out there in the woods in a circle and they decide these things, and, you know, and look at him trying to come with that. It's hilarious, hilarious.
And as you guys can see, the audience laughed and made it seem like it was a bit or a joke. But there's a lot of people that do not believe that this was a joke. Maybe that's just how Jim Carrey delivered it, you know, and he came off that way because it's Jim Carrey and that's how he does things. But a lot of people definitely do not believe that that was a joke. Oddly enough, Jim Carrey started to look less and less stable every time he would make a public appearance. People online have said that this like spiral from Jim Carrey is very similar to the one that we have seen from many other famous people like Britney Spears or Kanye West or other celebrities that have spoken out or done things that there should be forbidden to do. Like maybe they didn't just fall in line like they're supposed to, like the ones that have all the success and very little problems. All of a sudden, these people start to look like they are crazy. And after all of that, now here's Jim Carrey popping out, looking fresh, almost wrinkle-free, smiling in a group of people that he never really hung out with like that before. And it's just strange, to say the least. Like, out of everything we know from Jim Carrey and him having these like appearances where he says, none of this matters, none of this is real. And mind you, he did an interview while he was at an award show and he was saying like, none of this is real, none of this matters. And everybody's looking at him like, you're crazy, there's something wrong with you. And I'm looking at it going, no, but what he's saying is true. Like these award ceremonies, like, yeah, people accomplish things, but like in the big scheme of things, like, is that really what matters? I mean, listen, my family and us, we watch football, we're football fans, but when you really think about it, like we're paying $500 million to a person that's really good at playing football, and then we pay our teachers almost nothing, and we pay our police officers almost nothing, and then a lot of our military almost nothing. Like when you really think about the big scheme of things about what's important and what really matters and what really doesn't matter, was he lying or was he making a little bit of sense there? I don't know. That's up to y'all to say. Now, Jim Carrey's publicist has since come out and said, yes, that was him accepting that award at the award show in Paris. And then y'all, my friend sent me where Wiz Khalifa posted, and he said this right here. And I saw that and I was like, ooh, I know. Like, what if Jim Carrey really was just like, you know what? I'm getting older. I'm just going to get a facelift, a bunch of fillers. I'm going to come out fresh. I'm going to grow my hair out and I'm just going to come out smiling. And he does. And now everybody's like, oh my gosh, that is not Jim Carrey. He's cloned. Like, sorry. But I still think something else is going on with him because it's not just that he looks different. He's carrying himself different. He acts different. I mean, listen, we all grow and change. But he did a complete 180. He's a totally different person, it seems like now. And also, I don't know. Something weird is going on here. What do y'all think? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. There's definitely a very strange pattern that it seems like we're seeing. And yeah, let me know what you think. Other than that, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.